I'm not sure about you, Ali, but this lockdown, I've been getting plenty of essential exercise. Out on the green, trying, you know what I mean? Playing golf.
I don't know where you're going with this.
No, we're going into someone I'm very excited to talk to.
So basically, no, I've seen you play golf before and you need tips.
Golf,
yeah, you need tips. And I tell you what, our next guest might be able to give you one or two. He's a Queenslander. Some say that's a tick. Some say that's not so much a positive.
Handsome.
He's spent 331 weeks as world #1. He's, of course, the Aussie golf legend. Greg Norman himself joins us.
Greg Norman! Hey!
Good morning, good afternoon. How's everybody? And Carl, I would suggest one thing before we even get started: stick with your day job, okay?
Hey, it is great to talk to you. We've been following you over the last few months and on Instagram and everything. And look, it's been tough for everyone. How have you been handling the whole COVID outbreak?
Well, quite honestly, over here in Florida, Carl, you wouldn't even know it, quite honestly. I mean, the governor over here, the Governor DeSantis, took the initiative very, very early on. He didn't want to shut down the Florida economy. And quite honestly, it's been rocking and rolling. You wouldn't even know. I mean, I've had COVID, I've had the antibody, I've had the vaccines, both of them, the Moderna. And we can just actually do anything we want to do, go anywhere we want to go. So when I listen for the first couple of minutes of your show here and hear what's going on in South Australia and Victoria, Queensland and New South Wales, it just saddens me that Australia is going through this another lockdown. I don't know how many of it is, 5, maybe 6 for some of these states right now. And it's got to be just hamstrung business and the enthusiasm of the people. It's tough, and it's a tough card to deal with.
Yeah, and you know, more than half the population here is feeling it at the moment. But, I mean, you would have looked in the early days of the outbreak and Australia was lauded for how well it handled it. You guys must all just be shaking your head and wondering what on earth's going on over here now when your life is normal.
It's a focal point of our discussion. There's no question about it. I get a lot of WhatsApps and texts from people in Australia just, questioning. Last night I was on 2 phone calls from friends of mine from Australia. Just talking about it, and that we try and walk them through what's going on here in the United States. Now, look, understandably so, this whole process started a long time ago with the vaccine here in the United States with warp speed. I don't care whether you're a Democrat or Republican, that initiative really, really sped up where America is today. But don't forget, over here, like there's 1 in 5 people, quite honestly, don't believe in the vaccine. It's only about 58% of this country has got a vaccine, or at least one anyway. So they've got a long way to go here as well too. And we've seen the Delta variant breaking out in states that haven't really received a lot of vaccines. So they're teetering over here as well too. But here in the state of Florida, thumbs up, we're doing okay.
Getting on with it, Jimmy Buffett style. Look, I heard recently, and you said recently that you perhaps wanted to relocate to Down Under. I presume that's going to be a while away at the moment, but is that still an ambition?
Oh, no, it's not that far away, quite honestly, Carl and Ali. It's around the corner. I've got a few things to wrap up here in my business world, but I don't see it any more than 4, maybe 5 years at the max. Quite honestly, I hope it's going to be a little bit less than that, but I'm definitely heading back down under. There's no question about it. My business is in a great place over here, and I've always wanted to go home, and I've been very, very vocal about saying I want to get buried in my home country, or my ashes get spread somewhere in my home country. So, I will be back home for sure.
Gee,
I think
bleak.
that's a while off, hey?
That's bleak.
I have aspirations to living to about 115, so.
I can see the headline, the great white shark wants to come home to die.
In 4 or 5 years' time. I mean, what do you miss about Australia?
Everything, Ali. I miss the people. I miss the coffee. I miss the produce. I miss the sounds. I miss the smells. I miss just the openness of what our country's got to offer, the beauty of it, the diversity of it. Look, America's a great place. I've had a very, very fortunate time and being successful here in my business there. But there's so much more that I want to do back home in Australia. I've missed being home in Australia, but I couldn't be back there. You couldn't actually stay there and do what I have done in my business career to get to the point where I am today. So, from my perspective, I truly cannot wait to get home. I really cannot wait.
Okay, you've got plans to bring, I noticed a couple of weeks ago, this real estate business looks fantastic for southwest Sydney. They're going through tough times at the moment, so it's good timing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, look, I've been working about 6 years now with Sikasui House, and I've always wanted to bring my branded real estate model back to Australia. We've waited patiently for 6 years, waiting for the discerning buyer, the active buyer, the person looking for this type of development to take place. And I even flew all the way to Japan and spent time at Sikasui's headquarters. I understood how their model, their construction of their houses was going to be back then, about 4 years ago. So I fell in love with their construction and how they went about it. And one thing that I do love is their sustainability model. They're environmentally sensitive. I love that about them. So our partnership has been an incredible one, a tight one, and I'm extremely proud. And you know, we've got 190 of these out there, and I know we're just kicking off with the market there, and it's being received extremely well today.
Well, I mean, we can't wait to have you back here, and I think this development in southwest Sydney sounds absolutely amazing. But look, your wife made a bit of a splash a few months ago. She posted, shall we call them, a few couple of cheeky photos on Instagram. I'm asking for a friend. That friend, by the way, is Carl.
Yeah.
How do you... I mean, why did you let yourself go like that?
Yeah,
I mean, rubbish.
Terrible.
I mean, let myself go in the shower like that, or let myself go it's just who I am. Look, Aussies are very outgoing people. Over here in the United States, you know, some of them frown about it. Actually, I was going to Augusta National this year to do Sirius XM radio, do the radio for them. And they actually asked me to take down this post because they didn't want the post to be the talk of that week at the Masters. So I had to take it off my account. So look, it's just one of those things. And I'm a very natural person, as you guys can tell. I have the freedom of life, and I love my outlook on life, and it really is not offensive, to be honest with you. It's a lot of tongue in cheek and an enjoyment. And look, I do look after myself. I enjoy working out in the gym, and I enjoy my lifestyle. So, you know, it is what it is. And Mother Nature was pretty good to me.
Well, look, we didn't hate it. That's
especially that photo on the beach.
My only concern is that Carl's going to try and recreate it at some point.
That photo, it's hard to recreate that one.
Hey, Carl, no, come over here. You work out with me for 6 weeks. I got a pair of blue shorts that are identical to the ones that I had on the beach, and we'll go down.
I might need some surgery. I love you, Greg Norman. I love you. Thank you so much, mate.
Lovely to talk to you, Greg. Can't wait to see you down here.
Safe travels.